Hi, greetings to everyone who sees this video. I am so pleased to meet and be connecting with you in this way. I am so thrilled and excited at the prospect to share my heart with you regarding the military chaplaincy, and especially that of the United States Air Force. My name is Sandra Schepis, and I am a Reverend Ordained Minister with the Pentecostal Church of God, and I've been working in full-time ministry with them for 4 years now. I found them through my former supervisor, Chaplain Captain Aaron Reynolds, when I was working as a full-time worship minister for the Misawa Air Base Chapel. Not only was he endorsed through this denomination, but his father, retired Air Force Chaplain Colonel and current Bishop David Reynolds, just so happened to be the military endorser and head of the PCG's Chaplain Commission. During my time at the Misawa Air Base Chapel, building up a robust worship program for both the traditional and contemporary services, it was my heart to lead my volunteers, teams, and other chapel staff peers, not only in music and worship, but in discipleship, pastoral care, and counseling. Upon seeing this, Chaplain Reynolds took me aside on multiple occasions and told me that I was doing his job better than he was. He and the Protestant chaplains there repeatedly urged that God gave me a spiritual gift for being a safe and comforting presence, in which both lay people and other leaders alike felt comfortable to discuss both personal and spiritual matters with. I was also told that I was given the gifts of listening and advocating by speaking up for others. They told me that leadership was another strength that God had granted me, and that these gifts, coupled with my own life experiences and trials that I'd overcome, along with my military experience from counseling young airmen, and my own military family life experience as both an Air Force brat and an Air Force spouse, would collectively put me in the perfect position to understand and carry out the duties of military chaplaincy with excellence and sincerity. After contacting Bishop Reynolds, I strongly felt that the Lord was leading me to this denomination for a reason. And I am forever grateful for the community and growth the denomination has provided me, while upholding me to high standards of Christian character, integrity, and conduct. Now, military chaplaincy was never something I would have ever seen myself doing. In fact, ministry was not a realm I ever expected God to call me into. But when I rededicated my life to the Lord, I was thrust into ministry as the only Christian musician available at Aviano Air Base at the time the local Baptist church was in dire need of someone to take over their music program. I argued that I was unqualified, I wasn't spiritual enough, holy enough, charismatic enough, educated enough, and I truly related to Moses when everyone told me I was the person for the job. You see, the close friend who led me back to Christ as an adult was named Levi, and he was just one of those naturally cool guys who could make anyone listen to what he was saying, no matter what he was talking about. People wanted to be around him. He exuded a certain confidence that made you feel confident when you were near him. But I was the quiet, studious type. Though I had a theater, dance, music background, I was not the type to want to be in the spotlight or the center of attention. And fortunately, I think this is the very thing that made me a good worship minister. I didn't care about my appearance or the performance. What mattered was that I was doing my duty in serving the community by being obedient with the place that God placed me, with all of the experience, skills, and talents He poured into me for His purposes. What mattered was that I was leading others' hearts to center on the presence of the divine. It wasn't about me, it was about Him. Servant leader has never been a problem for me. I don't have a personal agenda to push. I don't have a need for human praise. I simply want to be doing right by the Savior who rescued my life. I'm not too good to vacuum the sanctuary, take out the trash, pick up extra duties, or clean the bathrooms. As a licensed civilian chaplain trained by both the International Fellowship of Chaplains and the Pentecostal Church of God, I realized that ministry work in a pluralistic environment is completely different than that of regular pastoral work. When our office consists of folks from varying beliefs and backgrounds, cooperating to protect the constitutional rights of service members who also come from a plethora of differing backgrounds, it is not my job to evangelize. I am highly motivated by the calling that has been affirmed and reaffirmed by many others, by my convictions surrounding the free practice of religion for all people, by my care and compassion for service members and their families around the world, and by the values that I share with the United States Air Force: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. I believe that serving my country in this way was ordained by a higher power, and I am willing and able to do whatever it takes to perform my mission and duties well. Thank you for your time and consideration, and all of your individual help and attention to my application process on this journey. I pray that the Lord of the universe upholds and keeps you as you go about your mission and duties for the United States Air Force daily. Take care, and God bless.